In this episode of DIYMAN, I'll show you how to build this simple fishing pole holder. It can hold up to 23 fishing poles, and I built it out of one piece of 1/2-inch plywood. We're going to get right into the build today, but first I want to show you a quick picture that gave me a good laugh. I don't care who you are, that's funny, especially with the current lumber prices right now. Alright, let's get going. Let's start by cutting up our 1/2-inch piece of plywood. Let's cut 5 pieces that are 4 inches wide and 8 foot long. Let's cut out one more piece that's 6 inches wide and 8 foot long. On one of those 4-inch pieces, let's cut it in half so we have 2 4-foot boards. Now, on one of those 4-inch pieces that are 8 foot long, make a mark every 4 inches all the way down the length of the board. There's something oddly satisfying about that pencil scratching sound. Now, from one side of the board, make a mark intersecting those lines 2.5 inches from that side. I'm going to cut this short for the sake of the video. Believe me, I marked these all the way down. Once that's complete, I'll take a 1-inch paddle bit and drill a hole on each one of these marks. I recommend laying out a piece of scrap wood like this so you don't put a bunch of extra holes in your workbench. It'll actually help you make cleaner looking holes as well. Now I'm going to draw a line on each side of those circles to the long edge of the board. And if you can't tell from this video, I'm doing this from the edge that's farther away from the circles. Once again, I promise I did this all the way down. Then once that's complete, I'll go ahead and cut these out. Next, we're going to work on those 4-foot boards we cut out earlier. Draw a line that's 6 inches long that angles up from the bottom front edge of both of these boards. Then make a mark 3 inches up from the bottom. We need to do this to both of the 4-foot boards. You'll see what these are for in just a minute. On the top edge of that angled 6-inch mark, we're going to attach that 6-inch piece of 1/2-inch plywood we cut out earlier. I'm just using wood glue and a finishing nailer to attach these. Now let's attach one of those 4-inch boards flush with the top of that 3-inch mark. Now I'll just do the same thing to the other side. Once that's complete, I'll take another 4-inch piece and attach it a 1/2 inch down from the top. This will allow us to attach that slotted piece we made earlier to the top between the two sides. And we'll put this right side together the same way. Next, let's cut out 2 more 8-foot strips of plywood. These need to be 3.5 inches wide. Now I'll cut those up into 4 42-inch pieces. Watch the rest of the video though, you may want to cut yours at 48 inches instead. Let's attach these 4 pieces evenly spaced between the top and the bottom of our fishing pole holder. I actually made a mistake on these. These should really be 48 inches. Then you should angle the bottom to match that angled 6-inch piece. I'll show you how I fix this problem though. Now I'll attach that last 4-inch board flush with the top of that 6-inch slanted piece. To fix this problem I made earlier, I'm going to cut some scrap pieces from these 3.5-inch strips that were left. I just marked 2 inches down, then cut these at a 45-degree angle. I cut out 8 of these little pieces. I'll just attach these to the left and right sides of these uprights. It's kind of embarrassing that I made this mistake on this fishing pole holder. But with the current lumber prices, I really don't want to waste any more lumber. And I'm going to do this all the way down, but I'll skip this part of the video for you. Once that's complete, I'll go ahead and attach the bottoms here with wood glue and screws. You definitely want to use some kind of screws for this part. These are going to be holding a little bit of weight. I think we're ready to hang this thing up. And now this thing's ready to store some fishing poles. Looky there, I still got some spaces left over. I guess it's time to do a little bit of shopping. I hope you enjoyed today's build. Smash like if you did. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me before you check out the next video, because only cool people like hitting that I believe button.